Your toddler is screaming on the floor in the middle of the supermarket, and you have no idea why. Was it because you handed them the wrong cup? Because their sock felt weird? Or because you said good morning in the wrong tone of voice? Sound familiar? You've tried everything. You've stayed calm. You've raised your voice. You've offered snacks, toys, hugs. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it makes it 10 times worse. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you're wondering, is something wrong with my child? Am I doing something wrong? Here's what I want you to know before we go any further. No and no. Your child isn't trying to manipulate you. They're not being dramatic on purpose. They're not broken. They're communicating in the only language they have right now. And once you understand what they're actually saying, everything changes. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a tantrum the same way again. Let's start with the science, because it explains everything. Your toddler's brain is developing at an incredible speed. In the first 3 years of life, the brain forms over 1 million new neural connections every single second. But here's the catch. The part of the brain responsible for logic, emotional regulation, and impulse control, the prefrontal cortex, isn't fully developed until age 25. Yes, 25. So when your 2-year-old loses it because you cut their sandwich the wrong way, they are literally, neurologically, not capable of calming themselves down. It's not a choice. It's not defiance. It's neuroscience. Think of it this way. Imagine you're driving a car with a very powerful engine, but the brakes haven't been installed yet. That's your toddler's brain, full of energy, emotion, and intensity, with almost no ability to slow it down. Now here's what happens physically during a tantrum. The amygdala, the brain's alarm system, fires. Cortisol, the stress hormone, floods the body. The heart rate spikes. Breathing becomes shallow and fast. The muscles tense up. Your child is in full fight or flight mode. To them, this is a genuine emergency. Their body is reacting as if they are in danger. Even if to you, it looks like a complete overreaction to a broken cracker. Understanding this changes how you respond. Because you can't reason with a brain in crisis mode, you can only help it feel safe again. So what is your child actually trying to say? Research from child psychologists and developmental scientists has identified 4 core messages behind most toddler tantrums. Let's go through each one, because recognizing which one you're dealing with completely changes how you respond. Message number 1, I'm overwhelmed. Toddlers experience the world at full intensity. Every sensation, every sound, every change. It all hits them harder than it hits us. Loud noises, crowded spaces, new places, too many choices, a sudden change in routine. Any of these can push their nervous system over the edge. And here's the thing about choices specifically. We think we're being kind by giving our kids options. Do you want the red shirt or the blue shirt? Do you want pasta or rice? Where do you want to go today? But too many choices are genuinely overwhelming for a toddler. Their brain can't process it all. The tantrum is their body saying, this is too much for me right now. What helps? Simplify. Offer maximum 2 choices. Keep routines predictable. And when you know you're going somewhere loud or busy, prepare them in advance. We're going to the supermarket. It might be noisy. We'll be done in 20 minutes. That tiny bit of preparation can prevent a full meltdown. Message number 2, I can't find the words. Between ages 1 and 3, children understand far more than they can express. Their receptive language, what they understand, is way ahead of their expressive language, what they can say. They feel hungry, tired, frustrated, scared, confused, but they don't have the vocabulary to tell you. So the emotion has nowhere to go except out. The meltdown is the only tool they have. What helps? Narrate their emotions for them. When you see the storm coming, get down to their level and say, you're frustrated right now. You wanted the blue cup and I gave you the red one. That feels really unfair. You're not agreeing with them. You're not giving in. You're just naming what's happening inside them. And here's the fascinating part. Neuroscience shows that naming an emotion actually reduces its intensity. There's a process called affect labeling. When we put feelings into words, the amygdala calms down. You're not just making them feel heard, you're literally changing what's happening in their brain. Message number 3, I need connection. This one surprises a lot of parents because it doesn't seem obvious in the moment. Sometimes a tantrum isn't really about the toy, or the food, or the routine, it's about you. Children regulate their emotions through connection with their caregivers. When that connection feels distant, when you've been busy, stressed, distracted, their nervous system becomes dysregulated. The tantrum is their way of asking, are you still there for me? Am I still important to you? Am I still safe? It's not manipulation, it's attachment. What helps? Before the tantrum escalates, get down to their level. Make eye contact, put your phone down. Be fully present, even for just 2 minutes. Your nervous system and your child's nervous system are in constant communication. This is called co-regulation. When you are calm, grounded, and present, their brain literally learns from yours how to settle down. You are their external regulator until their internal one develops. That's not a burden. That's a privilege. Message number 4, I'm tired or hungry. This one seems obvious, but it's the one most often overlooked because we forget how dramatically physical state affects emotional capacity. Low blood sugar and exhaustion don't just make toddlers grumpy. They destroy their ability to cope with anything. A transition that's normally fine becomes impossible. A slight disappointment becomes catastrophic. A minor inconvenience becomes the end of the world. Sound familiar? The good news, this is the most preventable type of tantrum. Consistent nap times, regular snacks every 2 to 3 hours, and a predictable daily routine dramatically reduce the frequency of meltdowns. Think of it like this. You wouldn't expect yourself to handle a stressful meeting when you're running on 3 hours of sleep and haven't eaten since breakfast. Don't expect it from your toddler either. So what does actually work? Here's a simple, research-backed approach you can use starting today. Step 1, regulate yourself first. Before you do anything else, take 1 breath. Seriously, 1 slow breath. Your child's nervous system is scanning you for safety signals. If you come in tense and frustrated, they escalate. If you come in calm and grounded, they have something to regulate toward. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot co-regulate from a dysregulated state. Step 2, get close and get low. Walk over, get to their eye level. Don't stand above them. That can feel threatening when they're already overwhelmed. A gentle hand on their back if they'll allow it. Soft eye contact, open body language. You're communicating without words. I am safe. You are safe. I am here. Step 3, name what you see. You're really upset right now. You wanted that toy and I said no. That's really hard. Not, stop crying. Not, you're fine. Not, there's nothing to be upset about. Validate the emotion, not the behavior. There's a difference. The feeling is always allowed. The screaming on the floor in the supermarket, that's what we're working on together. Step 4, wait it out. The average tantrum, when not escalated, lasts 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need to fix it. You don't need to solve it. You just need to stay present and let the wave pass. Step 5, reconnect afterward. Once the storm has passed, and it will pass, reconnect. Give them a hug, not as a reward for stopping, as a signal, we're okay. I still love you. That was hard, and we got through it together. This moment of repair after the rupture is one of the most powerful things you can do for your child's emotional development. It teaches them big feelings are survivable, and love doesn't go away when things get hard. Your toddler's tantrum isn't a problem to be solved. It's a message to be heard. The more you understand what's happening in their brain, the less terrifying it feels for both of you. And the more you respond with calm and connection instead of correction, the faster those tantrums will start to shrink, not because you fixed your child, but because you helped them feel safe enough to grow. If this gave you a new way to look at things, subscribe. because every week we go deeper into the science behind your child's behavior in a way that actually makes sense for real parents in real life. And drop a comment below. Which of the 4 messages did you recognize most in your child? See you in the next video.